How narcissists get you to doubt yourself and blame yourself. Narcissists will use very similar phrases to gaslight and to blame shift. When we don't understand what they are or why they are doing it, we end up questioning ourselves, blaming ourselves and doubting ourselves, when in reality our instincts are often correct. The narcissist is just trying to keep us as far from the truth as they can, making us believe that we are the ones going crazy, not understanding they are the ones who are driving us that way. Gaslighting is a hideous form of mental abuse that drives us out of our own minds. So we actually feel like we're going crazy and that no one will love us like they do. We can feel like no one will believe us, as many a narcissist will try to instill into us, which causes that cognitive dissonance within our minds. A narcissist is never accountable for their own actions. If we have any issues with them, if we ask a simple question, they always believe it's someone else's fault for someone else to fix. To a narcissist, it's always someone else's fault. And with that simple question, they will word salad, intimidate, twist the story, take us off topic, project, stonewall, provoke us for a reaction so they can talk about our reactions and not the original question. They will triangulate us with others and many more. They are never sorry they hurt us. They only feel sorry for themselves if they get caught out, and they fear there might be consequences to their actions. The narcissist holds no sense of accountability due to them lacking in cognitive reflection skills, often meaning once they've made their reasoning rational and mind up in any given situation or event that has happened to them, this is often then their reality. They will not look back to reflect on any part they played. Once they've decided someone else is to blame for their behaviour, they believe that other person should apologise to them. Often why they will sulk or give the silent treatment, as they feel entitled to do as they please. They will look back on what they perceive others to have done to them. As one of the traits of the disorder is that entitlement, they believe they have the right to do what they want, when they want, with whoever they want. So they don't think they need to apologise. Yet, as they blame shift through their gaslighting of, if you hadn't, I wouldn't, they often believe others should apologise to them for the things that they actually did. No one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist being shown facts and evidence of something they definitely did do. Another trait is that they have low levels of empathy. They are lacking in empathy. They don't have the emotional empathy to care on a genuine level, only the cognitive empathy to see how others would perceive their behaviour, why they will offer a false apology if they believe they have something to gain by doing so, as they believe they are special, which we are all special. The difference is they use their feelings of being special to exploit others, whereas kind people help others feel special. A narcissist, they have that egotistical sense of entitlement, the feeling of being above all others. They lack in the empathy. They have no genuine feelings of guilt or remorse as to how they exploit those around them. They don't have the emotional empathy to care, to give the feelings that they would need to offer a genuine apology. The false understanding that a narcissist has means if they've done something and have something to gain by offering a false apology, they will give one. However, with their own twisted perspectives, they will do something to hurt another person. They will not only have no regard for what they have done to remove any feelings of shame that they have, they will then gaslight and blame the other person for their own behaviour, for the narcissist behaviour. They will blame the other person. So here's a few phrases you might have heard from them when they're trying to escape any form of responsibility. It's your fault. Whatever they've been caught out on, whatever proof you have, they will always twist it straight back onto us, as they believe we did something to cause them to act the way they did, as they don't hold themselves accountable for their own behaviour. Why many of us in a toxic relationship will say things like, it's because if only I hadn't. Well, it was me, really. I did this. We blame ourselves, change ourselves to suit them when it's not us. They are responsible for their own actions. No one makes them do anything. And they gaslight those around them into blaming themselves so that they can escape accountability. What do you want me to do about it? With this, they blame no one directly, but they are also not going to take any form of responsibility. So they can claim it's nothing to do with them, that we are the ones who need to sort it out for them. Narcissistic people walk around causing chaos and drama and then expect those around them to pick up after them. You're insecure. No, you're not. Your instincts are screaming at you, but thanks to the narcissist's manipulation, you're not sure what they're saying. Always trust those instincts, even when you don't know what they are saying. They are usually right. A narcissist tells us that we're insecure to escape accountability of whatever their behaviour is making us feel, and blame our normal feelings towards their behaviour for the problems within the relationship. So again, we look to change ourselves rather than see their behaviour is unacceptable and walk away. Not my problem. They believe they are entitled to do as they please. It's up to us to sort everything out. They withhold support to destroy our mental health. You're too sensitive. No, you're not too sensitive. We will usually have got a perfectly good reason to be upset, and the narcissist doesn't care. They will not accept blame, leaving us to question if we are overreacting, so we feel insecure, so we don't ask them again. Therefore, the narcissist can carry on with their hurtful, negative, toxic behaviour, and we stay through fear that it's our fault that they hurt us in the way that they do. It is never your fault. They have a disorder. It's who they are. You cannot help them, as they don't see any issues within their own behaviour. No, I didn't. They did, but they'll never admit to something they did, so they'll claim they didn't to leave us with more questions that they will not answer honestly. If you hadn't, again, they will be finding fault with us, so the original question isn't answered and we are left wondering about our own actions. We are left taking the blame. We are left overthinking. We are left blaming ourselves. If you looked after me more, I wouldn't go elsewhere. Even though they've cheated on you, if you were to keep asking them about this, they'll just keep finding ways to blame us. If it isn't working out with the new supply, they may offer that false apology to stay with us for a while, but after a day or a week, they will soon get to the point of blaming us for the affair. They will start coming at us with things like, I've already told you why. Again, getting us to question ourselves and to try harder to please them. When someone has an affair, and if they're not toxic, negative or hurtful, people can work through an affair. The person who got cheated on does have to let it drop, and the person who cheated does have to make it up to the person that they cheated on, and both people will come together and work it out and work it through. When a person with narcissistic personality disorder has an affair, to the narcissist, it's the innocent party's fault, and they will always find a way to blame the innocent party for their behaviour, for the narcissist behaviour. It's only a message, at least I'm not cheating. They probably are cheating, or they're leading up to cheating, but they'll not admit it. They are definitely looking for a new source of supply. Cheating is whatever you believe cheating to be. If you wouldn't message someone because you believe it's wrong, and they're doing that to you, they are not the person for you, and they will continue to hurt you. And people do have friends that are the opposite sex. They will usually be honest and open about that friendship. When they are hiding things from you, there is definitely more to it. You're overreacting. Actually, no, you're not. And no, you more than likely haven't. They, again, will just want to shift the blame and accountability away from themselves. They will want to blame your reactions to their behaviour to escape any form of responsibility. I love you. They don't even love themselves, let alone others. They just want to use the word love to get their needs met. A narcissist is all about control, that dominance, that power, and they control people through either love or through fear, and often through both without you even realising it. That didn't happen. Yes, it did. They just enjoy rewriting history on us and watching us doubt ourselves more. Most will know the truth to start. Most narcissists will know the truth to start. They just want to watch us going crazy, trying to prove it. That wasn't my fault. It most likely was their fault, but again, they're not going to be accountable for their behaviour. If you hadn't, then I wouldn't. They probably got you so down or provoked you in some way when they intentionally use the things that we care about the most against us, as these are the things that we will most passionately defend. So we react and then they blame us. Again, all to mess with our minds and escape responsibility for the things that they actually do. If you loved me, you would. The classic guilt trip to break down our beliefs and our boundaries so that we lose who we are and do all we can to please them. They're only a friend. You're imagining things again. No, actually, you're not imagining things. Your instinct is telling you something. If you end the relationship, most likely they will be spotted with, or they will move in fast with that friend you asked them about very soon afterwards. Let them have them. Not that you should let people have people. That's the wrong way to phrase it. But if someone treats you like a choice, leave because you have a choice. No, it's not easy, but it is worth it. Use them moving on as your get out of jail free card. It's extremely difficult getting out of a narcissistic or an abusive relationship. So if they move it on, that is your get out of jail free. You're too hung up on your past relationships. Well, if you've dated a few narcissists, that could be true. Either way, your instincts is telling you that something isn't right within the relationship you are now in. I never hurt you. No, they'll just steal your mind, your heart, your health, your happiness, possibly your home and your children, and then they'll walk off into the sunset with someone new. But to a narcissist, that will all be your fault. Why do you have to spoil everything? You don't actually cause a problem, and they probably did something to get a reaction from you. Most likely they were not getting enough attention that they believe they deserve, especially if it's someone else's special occasion or a special occasion in general. Hence, they will sulk or tantrum. Then as soon as you react, they'll be happy again and blame it all on you. Why do you have to make everything so difficult? Oh, the irony in this one. Just like, why do you have to spoil everything? Making things difficult, that's usually when we've worked out what they are, the games that they play, and we're no longer reacting how they want us to act. We've stopped playing their games. We are only responding, and now they are struggling to get the attention from us that they believe they deserve from us. That's just like you. When you've found your boundaries and you're sticking to them and living life how you want to live your life, they will say that's just like you, to try and blame it on you. When you're not holding grudges, you're not holding resentment, you've just found your boundaries and you're just walking away from them. You need a mental evaluation, or the classic, you're crazy. Again, the irony of this one. No, you're not crazy. You just needed to get away from the narcissist to clear your head of the garbage they feed you, heal and recover. You're selfish. Again, no, you're not. They can just no longer guilt trip you. Still, because you're sticking to your own boundaries and your own beliefs, because they're not getting their own way, they are saying this to play on your empathy so you forget who you are and give in to them. A narcissist will hook us in with the idealization stage of the relationship, where they can act like a genuine, honest person. Then they slowly devalue us without us even knowing, through their many methods of manipulation, such as gaslighting, invalidating, isolation, intimidation, and many more. Then, when they've got what they wanted, they discard for someone new, often smearing our name. So if we speak up, we look crazy and jealous and match the narcissist's toxic lies. When the new will one day find out, just like we did, it wasn't us. It wasn't the new. It's the narcissist and their pattern of toxic behaviour. So how do you beat a narcissist at their own games? No longer play, no reactions. If you can, go no contact, do no contact, block them on everything, walk away, go no contact, heal and recover. That is honestly the best revenge and karma on a narcissist, is to move on with your life and leave them in the past where they belong. If not, it's grey rock. Grey rock is where you cannot get blood from a stone. So that's where the term comes from. I can't remember who said it now. I'll try and add that in the description. But basically, business-like responses. Don't tell them what you're doing. Don't ask what they're doing. Don't get into that two-way conversation with them. Stick to facts. A boring tone. Look past the right ear as you're talking to them. Do not get too involved in their lives. I shall add the link to Grey Rock in the description, which explains more on that. A narcissist has the mentality of a young child who's been caught with a bar of chocolate in their hand, knowing they shouldn't have it, still eating away with it all down their top, all over the hands and the face. And when you ask them, have you eaten chocolate? They may smile and say no. A narcissist is that child that never learned why it's wrong to blatantly lie to others. Most children lie out of fear. It is a normal human reaction. Yet as they grow, they learn from mistakes. They learn and understand to respect each other. They learn boundaries, values and beliefs. They learn how to treat others kindly, and they learn to say sorry when they make a mistake, and they learn not to repeat that same mistake. They change their behaviour so they don't have a need to apologise for the same mistake. Somewhere in a narcissist's life, they missed this step out, and they end up as a child in an adult's body, throwing major tantrums, provoking people, stealing from people, exploiting people, ruining people's lives. Some are extremely dangerous, so always put your safety first. It is on a spectrum, and although I'll say being around any kind of a narcissist is not nice and not in a situation you want to be in, some you can handle yourselves around. Some you can handle, I know it sounds the wrong way around, but it is. We have to handle ourselves around them. We have to learn what they do, why they do it, and handle ourselves around them. With others, they are extremely toxic, and you need to find a safe way out and to stay safe. If anyone has any others, please add them in the comments so that people know what they're looking for. Any common phrases you heard where they were blame shifting or provoking or gaslighting. They say very similar things, but they do say them in different ways. I shall add in the description where you can find more information on the social media and the links to the online courses that I run. There's the starter guide to recovery and leaving a narcissistic relationship, help with overcoming trauma bond and help with overcoming anxiety. There's also one for helping with, you can't really co-parent, it's more counter-parenting, but one if you have children with a narcissist. I shall also add the videos on cognitive dissonance to explain more on that, reactive abuse, the word salad that a narcissist will use, how they intimidate us, and 11 manipulative mind games they play. Today, look at things in your life that you have succeeded in, things in your life that you've done well at, things in your life that you've enjoyed, things in your life that you have overcome, and try and focus on those positive things to keep you moving forward, to keep finding new things that you want to do with your life, to leave that past behind and to move on with your future. I'm Elizabeth Shaw. If you do find these videos helpful in any way, then please do subscribe. The videos are uploaded weekly, usually on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. I am full for one-to-one coaching at the moment, but I have added the link to BetterHelp I will add the link to BetterHelp in the description if you need extra support. Remember, there's no wrong way or right way to live your life. There is only your way. Some people can listen to videos and recover. Some people can read blog posts. Some people can write it out, scream it out. Some people can shout it out to the world. Some people can keep it all into themselves. Some people need EMDR treatment, therapists, psychologists, counselling. We are individuals. It's about finding what works for you. Just because it works for one person doesn't mean it will work for you. Just because it works for one person, it might also work for you. Just finding what works for you. You can and you will recover from this. Thank you for listening. Bye.